Most recognisable landmark in Hawke's Bay on the east coast of the North Island is Cape Kidnappers, a wonderful peninsula which juts out into the Pacific Ocean just kilometres away from the main city of Napier. This is an area of the country with an excellent climate and also a rich tradition in the national sport of rugby. And home ground here in the Hawke's Bay is McLean Park in Napier, the scene of this Pool A match at the Rugby World Cup 2011 between Canada and Japan. So a look at Pool A, and this is what has happened so far at the tournament. The All Blacks 3 wins from 3. France with 2 wins lying in second place, then Tonga. Canada have a real opportunity to finish third in this group, and Japan are looking to get on the board in their last match at this tournament. Yes, quite a stiff breeze coming in from the south here, which is right to left as the players will come onto the field, gusting up to around about 30k, but it is certainly warm. It's beautifully fine overhead, and there is a very good crowd in attendance supporting both sides, it has to be said. So the call has been made, and now the teams emerge onto McLean Park, and both of them getting an excellent welcome too. Well, this is a very important game for Japan as they try and avoid another defeat, which would make it 22 World Cup losses. Winger Hiroti Onizawa playing in his 12th World Cup game, well clear of any other Japanese player, while inspirational captain Takashi Kikutani has played in all 4 matches at the Cup. And coach Kieran Crowley has struck very closely to his best side once again. In fact, it's match number 3 for the Canucks, and there's been just 1 change in those 3 games. 8 of the starting lineup played when these 2 sides last met in Tokyo in 2009, a match won by Japan. Pat Reardon at hooker is again the Canadian captain. And a look too at the reserves, and not many of these Canadian players have had a start so far at the tournament, and one who'll be itching to get on is Wellington-born Jeremy Kine, number 19, while former Taranaki man Bryce Robbins joins the bench after being called in as a replacement for Japan for the injured Yuta Imamura. So the 2 teams on the park and in beautiful conditions. We stand by now for the respective national anthems.
Would you please be upstanding for the national anthems of Japan and Canada, recorded by the New Zealand Symphony Orchestra and supported by the New Zealand Choral Federation Anthem Choir.
This is better. beautiful conditions at McLean Park in Napier. For Japan against Canada, Jonathan Kaplan of South Africa is today's referee. Vinnie Munro and Bryce Lawrence are the assistant referees. Matt Goddard is the TMO, and James Pritchard gets the game underway, and it's been taken down by Canada. A nice break for them as the ball fell for their following players, and an early chance here for Carpenter as Japan immediately, they're playing with the wind or the breeze in the first half, Japan, as Fairhurst reaches in, and off it goes to Jamie Cudmore, one of the more experienced players in this Canadian side, as Fairhurst, not a particularly good pass, but Munro did well. And now here is Ryan Smith playing in his 50th test match, and here's a real opportunity, but the ball has bounced away from Chauncey O'Toole. A real opportunity, and he shelled it. Ian Smith is sideline. Yep,
and a brilliant afternoon of sunshine here in Hawke's Bay, Grant. Japan with quite a strong breeze at their back, so they need to get territory. They're on in the piece, just a slight knock early on for Jamie Cudmore, the strong man of the Canada pack. But interesting start. Japan want to secure those kickoffs, those restarts, otherwise they'll be in big trouble.
They're going to have to wait now if Cudmore's still being attended to, so the scrum can't be set, although I think Jonathan Kaplan wants to get it going.
New directive.
Yep.
Get on with play.
Keep it going.
If it's not a serious injury. So it's just like he's getting his contact lenses replaced. Or a contact lens.
Touch.
So Tanaka to feed for Japan. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Only a 7 men opposing. And Japan will probably run the ball up a fair bit in this first half as the kick is made. And that from Ryan Nicholas gains some good ground. So the first line out will take place on the 10 metres line in Canada territory.
Well, the compromise is you've got the wind, you want to play territory, but you've got to get into the game as well. So they can't afford to kick it all away. Ball in hand still does work with the wind.
Pat Reardon, Canadian captain, throws. Kleberger can't get it, and it's been turned over. So Japan have it, and a good bust there by Vatuvei, as it's taken out by Tanaka. Across for Arledge, doubling nicely. Dumped in a good tackle by Van der Merwe, though. 5 metres in Canadian territory as Tanaka feeds it across, and crunching it up was Fujita. Now it's into the hands of Kane, at least Luke Thompson, as Tanaka clears it away once more to Arledge. Here's the skipper, Kikatani. Good run. 10-metre line in Canadian territory. Yeah, they've got an overlap here. If they can shift it quickly and try to straighten it up with Tupuoli, and he had the ball knocked away from him. But there was a real opportunity down the left there for Japan.
Yeah, there certainly was, and that's Tupuoli. This is the mistake from the line out, which enabled Japan to get benefit of the territory that they'd already got. This is the finish of it. Tupuoli, he's a big, powerful runner. In his 19 tests to date, he scored 21 tries, so he's going to have to be watched. If he gets his ball in hand, he looked like he was halfway through the tackle there, just getting the big arm out in the fend, but it got knocked away from him. But he's going to be a handful tonight, and Arledge looks like he wants to hit him with nice, flat passes on the advantage line.
James Arledge spent a bit of time in the bin
Crouch
against Tonga.
Touch. Pause.
Fairhurst rolls it in,
Early. Red.
and it's a free kick.
Red's too early.
Oh, you see, for me, Grant,
Too early.
did we need to stop that? It might have been slightly early, but the scrum hit well. And I think the game could have just continued there. You know, we have to be that hard to the rule book that the game just can't flow. I know that you have your views on scrums, so we haven't got all night for that. So I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so here's Hori throwing for Japan. He's overthrown this, and Carpenter bursting on it beautifully was Smith. Here's a real opportunity. Van der Merwe, he could get up and go again, and he is a bit short, I think. Japan have scrambled, but can they continue to scramble? Thundermerva, well, he had a second opportunity. It looked as though he was going to stretch out and score, but he didn't quite make it.
Well, look, for all money that he was going to get there, it was only the ankle tap that got him, just clipped his orange boot. It's from a mistake. Japan overthrew at the line out. There, the ball goes nice and short, and it's Thundermerva. It's Webb, I think, coming across, just clips his ankle. The blue-soled red boots get knocked over. He reaches out and can't quite get there.
Well, did he lose his forward? That's the key. Did he lose control of that ball when he bounced it short?
Looks like he did.
Well, it should be a Japan scrum. It's not. Canada get the benefit of that, but it looked for all money if he just lost control, forcing it short of the line. The break was Ryan Smith's playing his 50th Test match.
Try, no try.
Well, it looks like Jonathan Kaplan's decided whether he's seen the big screen or not, just to have a look at it now.
Well, he's gone try or no try. Have a look at the defence of Onizawa. Magnificent, the way he had to drag him back.
You good?
Yeah, he's lost it.
Well, doing that's only going to benefit Japan.
Jonathan, yeah, there's no try.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, see, for me, that's just a Japan feed.
Yes.
So this is a huge advantage here for Canada from that decision. Of course, the TMO cannot interfere on anything that happens in the field of play, such as that knock on.
Oh, yes, good point. I was going to say, could Matt Goddard have not said to Jonathan Kaplan, no try, knock on, Japan feed? Obviously, no.
No. That's been tried before in Port Elizabeth.
Yes.
No, it's against the protocol.
So this is a very difficult position to defend from. So they can go right or left, but in particular you've got to be based on your line. You can see right there that they're stuck. They can't move. Arledge.
Touch.
Need a good scrum.
Pause. There you go.
Great opportunity for Canada early in this game as Fairhurst gets it in. Carpenter comes away. Carpenter trying to bash his way through. And they'll set this a couple of metres away. Now here's the tight head prop Marshall as Canada continue to pile the pressure on Japan here. Now loose head Bidens, and they go to ground. It's a question of whether they've got it down or not. And again, Jonathan Kaplan is going to ask if it can be seen upstairs.
Matt, try, no try, please.
Thank you.
Well, Canada are not running back to halfway, so I don't think they know.
Where's number 8? Just get out of that zone quicker, please. Don't hang around on their side. Move quicker.
It's Vatave that's underneath that ball. He's done brilliantly well. So it's Bidens that's the ball carrier. Vatave is the man that gets underneath.
Well, the big fella has never scored a test try, and it looks like
Jonathan,
he may be denied again.
The ball has been held up over the line. Scrum 5, black ball.
Okay.
Well, they'll get another opportunity here, Japan. They are piling on the pressure.
And again, a difficult position to defend. We saw just before that they decided to go right. Tanaka, the halfback, he shot to that right-hand side.